All right, you guys, I'm so excited about tonight's call. We're going to talk about how to sponsor like a pro. And I am excited about this because this opportunity, I find that more and more people are looking for an opportunity to make some extra money. And with inflation and how crazy the world is, people are looking for just maybe extra $500 a month. And so I really do believe that we have something amazing here to help people and give them something super cool for them to create that extra for their families. So with Trinot, I've been in Trinot since September and I've personally sponsored 95 people. So I have enrolled a lot of people since I joined. And in my previous company, I had sponsored 619 people. So I kind of know what I'm doing here as far as when it comes to enrolling people and sponsoring people into this business. And so if you are wanting to share the opportunity and become good and better at this, one thing I want to let you know is it's a skill. 7 years ago, when I first started in this industry, I would sponsor maybe one person a month if I was lucky. Okay. And so for me, it's a huge deal to look at what I'm able to accomplish now. But I would tell you, I wasn't born into this. I wasn't good at this. I didn't know what to say. A lot of times I was scared to message people, so I didn't. I was scared of what to post. I didn't want to be salesy or spammy. And that really held me back. So if you're starting to think, man, I'm just not good at sponsoring, I'm just not a salesperson, I want you to stop that first because you have to understand that this is a skill that you can learn and you can get better. And especially with practice, you can definitely get better. So let me share my slideshow that I made. So let's see how this works. Okay. All right, here's my slideshow. I made it in 5 minutes, so don't judge me. Okay. All right, so let's see here. All right, so how to sponsor like a pro. And so first and foremost, I want to share a few reasons why I think that people struggle with sponsoring and building their team. So if one of these sound like you, then I want you to have an open mind to this call. So number one, they've talked to their hot market, the people that they feel comfortable with, their friends and family, people that love them and trust them. No one joins, and so they think they can't be successful and they quit. Number two, they wait for people to come to them to join it instead of being proactive in their business. They're waiting and hoping that someone will message them out of the blue and say, hey, I want to join you. I want to do this with you. And they stop having new conversations every day. So they're not talking to people about the business. They're waiting for people to jump in their inbox and say, hey, can I join you? Can I do this? Three, they don't believe that they or someone else can be successful or create a real income here. They don't have the belief that they can do it. So how are they going to share or offer that belief to someone else? How are you going to bring someone into this business to make money if you don't even think that you can make money here? So it really has to start with that belief. Do you believe in the opportunity? Do you believe that you can be successful here? If you don't believe in it, how are you going to how are you going to help someone else believe that this is a good opportunity? So it starts with you. And then also they stop following up, or they take the first objection to mean no. So I find that a lot of times people, they'll share the opportunity with a person one time and they'll never talk to that person ever again because that person said, I'm not ready right now. I don't think this is a good fit. And they never check back with that person ever again. Or they talk to the person's like, oh, well, I don't know if I have the time, or I don't know, I really don't feel like I know a lot of people. Well, I don't know about the startup cost, that's a lot. And then they take that to mean that no, the person's not interested. And they think, okay, that person's not interested. When really, if someone tells you something like that, that means, yes, I'm interested. They're telling you what it is that they're missing for you to win them over. I'll touch back on that here in a second. And then the last thing is, you don't ever mention the business part to what you do. You only talk about products. Your posts about products, your stories about products, everything is about the products and nothing is about the business, how to make extra income, the opportunity, what that looks like, what it means to join you. And so people don't even know what that consists of or what that opportunity is. So I want to touch on two things really quickly. The belief is huge. Believing in yourself, believing that you have an opportunity that can help someone, that will drive you to want to have these conversations. For me, I used to not want to talk to people because I thought that person would think that, I'm just trying to get them to join me and get something from them. When I switched my mindset to believe that I truly had something that I know that could benefit their life and make their life better, then it didn't feel salesy or slimy because I truly believe that messaging them would mean something that they could get out of it, something good for them. And then the other part is, um, not following up with people. And when people say no to you, or people say, "Oh, I don't have the money," or "I can't do this." So we're going to talk heavily about following up and how I follow up with people. People are probably so annoyed with me because I follow up a lot. Okay, so who are we going to talk to? Literally everyone. Every person. You need to be talking to every single person that you know. If you're new, talk to every single person that you're friends with, all your family members. Your warm market is probably people that you should go through within your first 30 days, is everyone that you have a good relationship with. So it takes about 10 to 15 conversations for one person to say yes. So I want you to get that into your mind, okay? Bethany, she doesn't send like one message and that person joins and it works out. No, usually it takes several conversations for me to find that person that is ready to partner with me. So that means you're going to get 10 people that ignore you or 10 people that say no to you, and that's just what it is. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not a failure. You don't suck. It's just what it is. It's just how it is. So your hot market is going to be probably 10 to 20 people. People usually have 10 to 20 people in their life that they feel comfortable with, they would consider friends or family members, and they would feel okay talking to first. Now, it's once we go through that hot market that a lot of people stop. No business is going to be successful off of just your friends and family. I don't know any business out there, a brick and mortar business that's like, oh, I hope that my friends and family come today to buy from me because if not, my business is going under. You have to realize you have to talk to people that aren't your friends and family. And honestly, I don't want to build my business off of my friends and family anyways. I rather build it outside of them. So your best customers are going to be people that you aren't super close with. And if people that you're super close with haven't supported you, that's normal. Good. You're just like me. My mom still hasn't bought for me Intronaut. My dad hasn't bought for me. My sisters haven't bought for me. It's okay. So other people that you're going to talk to is your cold market. So that's literally every other person that you know on your Facebook friends list and your phone. And then you're going to talk to people that comment or like on your post. You're going to talk to people that watch your story. These are the people. Where do you find people? Look at your Facebook friends. Look at your phone contacts. Look at people that comment and like. Look at people watching your story. So I'm going to give you what to say because I find that that's the next thing that people struggle with is, okay, now if I have people, what do I say to them? And this was probably the biggest thing for me is who do I talk to? And then what do I say was probably the things that kept me from talking to people. So this is just kind of a general reach out that you can just send to someone, especially if you just started. Hey, Susie, I'm not sure if you've seen my post, but I recently partnered with a health company and it's been life-changing. Would you be open to taking a look at what I'm doing now? I would love to catch up and hear what's new with you. All of this wording is going to be on our Team Boards app, but this is something simple that you could easily change it to sound like you. And first and foremost, it says, I'm not sure if you've seen my post, meaning that you are posting about what you do, because that would be really awkward is I'm not sure if you see my post and you don't have any posts about what you do. So you could say, I recently partnered with a health and wellness company. I've been loving their products. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I really wanted to tell you about it. You have to see these testimonies. There's so many ways that you could send this message. I think it was Friday, I sent like 30 of these messages to people. I think 1 or 2 people responded. Like I said, 1 out of 15 people, 1 out of 10 people. So that's just kind of a cold reach out. That's really great. I love to say, I would love to catch up with you. What's going on with you this summer? And then if someone responds and they said they're not interested, then you revert to the relationship and you say, hey, how's your summer going? How are you? What's new with you? All right. So let's say someone comments or likes your story or watches your story. You can reach out to them and say, hey, Naeem, I noticed you watching my story. Are you just a supportive friend or would you like to know more about what I'm doing now? I would love to connect with you either way and hear how you're doing. So let's say someone comments on your post, oh, thank you so much for your love and support on my recent post. I'm not sure if you're just a supportive friend or would you like to know more about what I'm doing now? I would love to catch up with you and hear how your family is doing. So there's so many ways that you could change this wording. I really do love are you just a supportive friend or would you like to know more? You could do this about anything. So you have to understand this comes from you being proactive with posting and also with your story. Because if you're reaching out to them and it's not a post related to products or business, it doesn't really correlate. So this is after them watching something about your business. You talked in your story about the business. You told them something in your story about joining you or being a part of this and partnering with you. Um, so then you would ask them, hey, are you just a supportive friend or are you curious about what I'm doing now? Would you like to know? I would love to catch up with you either way. Okay. And then the last one is a really great thing for a customer. So customers are great because they've experienced the products. And then it's really easy to be like, hey, do you know people that you want to tell this to or share this with? So this is something that you could either ask a customer that said that they love a product and they are having a great experience, or if they watched an overview video and you want to segue the conversation from, oh, I really like that pudding thing in the demonstration to how do we segue that away from the products and ask them if they're open to the business side to it. So you can say, hey, quick question. Is there anyone in your life who you know that would benefit from your sharing? If so, we have a great referral program for you to share, earn, get your products paid for, and more. Is that something that excites you, or you just wanting to become a customer for now? So if this is a customer, you say, hey, is there anyone in your life that would benefit from you sharing these products? We have a really good referral program. You can share, earn, get your products paid for, and even more. If that's something that excites you, then we should talk about it. Or do you want to just stay a customer? Either way, I'm totally okay. So there's so many ways that you can change this as well to make it sound like you. But I would say, ask all of your customers, hey, have they thought about sharing this with friends and family? I don't ask people, hey, have you thought about joining me? Like, it just feels weird when I say that. But if they are loving the product and they're naturally going to be sharing it, I ask them, hey, have you thought about, sharing this out because you can benefit from a referral program and basically partnering with us. So once they say yes to one of these conversations, right? Whether it's a reach out, they commented or liked on something, or they're a customer already, this is when we go to our ATM method. So this method is what I do, rinse and repeat every day. So ATM is they said yes, so you're going to add them to our testimonial group. So, hey, awesome. I just invited you to my testimonial group. There's a really good overview of the products and company that I would love to send to you. Send me a thumbs up once you accept the invite to the group. Usually I'll send them the link to the testimonial group, which is the ripple effect group for our team. So then once they send me a thumbs up, I'll say, hey, here's the video. So you can either tag them or send them the video directly. And I say, hey, send me a thumbs up once you're done watching this. They send me a thumbs up. And then I say, hey, thanks so much for watching. What part did you like the best? What was your favorite part? And so from there, they're going to tell you, hey, I like this or I like that. And then let's say they just liked one part, or like they like the pudding. Then you can go back up here, right? If this is someone that you're just now sharing with and ask this question to see if they're open to talking about the products. Or you could even segue a different way, like, oh my gosh, I love the Enrich. It's been life-changing for my bloating. Are you just interested in the products, or would you be open to finding out more how you can make some extra money from just sharing this product with friends and family? Oh yeah, tell me more about like making some extra money just by sharing it. Okay, awesome. So then I would break down our compensation plan. I'm gonna get to questions towards the end as well. Okay, so let's see here. Let me go back to my notes really quick. Okay, so here are some tips when you're talking to someone through the ATM. So the ATM is really great. Another thing that's really great is the overview video that is on your app. So if you go to your app and you go to the Turnout Go app and you scroll down to share the opportunity, it's this one right here. So you click on it, you can copy it, and you can send out from there. So if you're not wanting to invite them to our testimonial group, You could also send from there. I just sent someone that video today. And so that's a really great way, because this is a little bit more like if someone is interested in the business, this is kind of just business kind of related, whereas the ripple effect video, I feel like is a little bit more products and business combined, whereas this one is heavily focused on, hey, I want to make some extra money doing something. So here's some tips. Always end your message with a question. Always. Okay. The next thing is, before sending information, ask them if that's what they want, right? So if someone comments on a post, I always ask them, hey, I saw your comment on a post. Do you want to know more about what I'm doing? I always confirm. It's a kind of ping pong back and forth. Just like I asked them to send me a thumbs up, right? After they watched it, I asked them to send me a thumbs up once they join the group. So you're asking for that ping pong back and forth. So after they watch the video, hey, what did you like best? I like this. Awesome. Blah, blah, blah. So, are you interested in just being a customer, or would you like to know more about sharing this product and making some extra money? Okay. So those are questions that you want to continue asking them. Always ask a question, always end with a question. Once they've watched the video and they said what they liked, and maybe they're open to talking about sharing the products, that's when you're going to offer the three-way chat with your upline leader. Three-way chats are like, I wish I had done this in the beginning, because I probably would be a pro like way in the beginning, because I never knew what to say. So this is how you utilize your upline leader so that you can learn hands-on how they respond to people's questions and conversations, or how to lead the conversation. So I would just message the person, be like, hey, I'm going to add my friend Bethany to this chat. She is an awesome leader. She's my mentor in this company. She's been doing this a little bit longer, and I know she's going to be able to give you all the information that you need about the products in the business. Sound good? Right? And you create that three-way chat and you say, hey, Bethany, this is my friend Susie. She just watched the video. She's really excited about the pudding demo. And I told her that she could make some money from sharing it. I told her that you would give her some more information. You introduced us together. Now I'm able to take over the conversation. And when you introduce us, then you don't say anything. You're a fly on the wall and you don't say anything. And that's the best way to do three-way chats. You literally hand over the conversation to your upline leader and let them close the deal from there. So that's one way to do it, obviously. Another way to close the deal and get someone really excited about joining is to invite them to one of our live presentations. So like, we love the one that Kylie does on Monday. So if I have a conversation with someone and they're kind of on the fence about joining, they're not sure, I'll send them an invite, say, hey, there's this really awesome live presentation tonight. There's going to be customers sharing their stories. They're going to go over the company. You're going to get a really good feel for how everything works. It's at 9 o'clock. Are you open to watching it with me? Yes. Awesome. Here's the link. I'm going to send you a reminder when it's time. So those are a few ways that I try to close it. But let's say you don't do the three-way chat and you're just trying to finish the conversation, lead to the next thing. So usually, okay, they want to know about sharing. Then I would say, okay, awesome. Would you like to hear more about how we get paid by sharing these products? Yes. So once they say yes about, hey, I want to share the products and I want to know more how we get paid, you go to our boards app and you open up the business opportunity and you click on the comp plan right here, and it breaks down the ways that we get paid, and you're going to send this. Okay. Now, once you send that, what do? You ask a question. So you send them that, and then you can ask them something like, how much would you want to make monthly if you did something like this around what you're already doing, around your full-time job or around being a full-time mom? How much would you want to make monthly just by sharing these products? Or what questions do you have about how we get paid? Or would you like to see the join packages and the different join packages that we offer? So then they say, yeah, let me see the join packages. So you send the join packages and the description, and you say, hey, which of these packages looks best to you? Or which one do you want to know more about? So you always ask a question after you send the information. And this is why three-way chats are ideal, because a lot of times we don't know what question to ask. It gets really difficult. So it is very common for someone to give you an objection because people love to play hard to get. So imagine that anyone that partners with you, joins your team, they are like a relationship. Many times, you as women, we do not say yes the first time a guy asks us out, right? Like if a guy just walked up to us and be like, "Hey, do you want to go on a date?" Usually we're not going to say yes. Okay. There takes a little bit of a buttering up, a little bit of like almost like that dating process to get us to go on a date with someone. So it's the same way with partnering with someone in business. Is they're going to say, "Oh, I'm not sure I have the time. Oh, I don't know, the packages are kind of more than I thought. I don't know if people are going to buy for me. I don't want to like suck at this. I don't really know if I have enough people that I know would buy." Have you heard that before? Right? Yes. So that's when three-way chats are really, really ideal, because that person, your upline leader, has experience overcoming those objections. If someone says that to you, that is a sign that they are interested in joining your business. They are not saying no. That is a yes. But you're taking it as a no. And a lot of times people are like, "Oh, okay, no worries. I totally understand. It's a lot. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I know you're really busy." Right? Stop it. They're saying yes. So they're just asking you to fight for them, fight for the relationship, fight for the date. So I like the method feel, felt, found. I totally get how you feel. Like my life is crazy as a stay-at-home mom. I really have limited time on how much I can dedicate to something. And I wanted to make sure that anything I put time into was going to reap benefits for my family. And I found that our systems here are so simple that anyone could plug this in around their crazy schedule or full-time jobs and really see success here. Would you like to see how we get paid? Or would you like to see how to make $2,000 within your first 30 days? So end with a question. Or the feel, felt, found, like, I don't know if I really know that many people. Oh, I get that. When I first started this, I had 400 Facebook friends when I first got into social selling, and I had no idea what I was doing. And so it was really, really scary. But what I found is it's something that you can get better at. Social media, it's a click of a button to make a new friend. And so I know that if I could grow my network, then I can definitely show you how to grow your network, because it's as simple as clicking that friend request button and making new friends that way. And then you can ask them a question. Would you like to see the join packages to choose from? Okay. So last thing, and then I'll open up for questions, is follow up. Okay. So my follow up system is I'll follow up the next day, I'll follow up 2 days from that, follow up 1 week from that, and then 1 month from that is usually what I do. So let's say I sent someone the video today, which I did. I already put down on my follow up list, I'm going to check in with them tomorrow. Okay. Within that 48 hours. So tomorrow I'm going to check back and say, "Hey, did you watch the video I sent you?" If I send them an invite to the Ripple Effect, "Hey, did you join the group yet?" Okay. Then 2 days from that, if they don't answer, 2 days later, I say, "Hey, I know life gets crazy busy sometimes. Just want to check in and see if you're still interested in checking out that information I sent you." A week later, "Hey, Susie, I hope you had a great weekend. I'm not sure if you had a chance to check out the video. I wanted to check in and see if you still want to watch the video, or should I take you off my list for now?" A month later, "Hey, Susie, I know we talked last month about partnering together. Are you still thinking about it, or is this not really a good fit for you?" I like either or. And then I know there's also a really great opportunity to check in with someone and just ask them, "Hey, happy Friday. What are you guys up to this weekend?" Or after the weekend, "Hey, how was your week and what did you guys do? How's your week going?" Just ask them a normal question too, is a great way to kind of reconnect with them and see how if they've watched the video or whatnot. If I've checked in with them usually 3 or 4 times and they haven't gone back to me, it's a no. At least not for now. So I usually will take them off my list, that I'm not going to follow up with them, at least not within the next month or so. And then if there's maybe a special sponsoring something, then I might reach out to them because there's something special to go back with them. Okay, so let me open up for questions here. So if they say the packages are too expensive, what I would say is we actually have a payment plan option for silver packages, which it would break down it where the first payment is only $100. Would be that something that you could do? If they say that they can't do a payment plan option for the silver package, then I'll say, I totally get that. If money was an option, would you be ready to get started? And if they say yes, then I say, okay, well, let's create a plan for you to save up the money. When do you think you would be able to pull together the money to get started? And having a set time. So if they're saying that money is not an issue, like if they had the money, they would do it, then I'm like, okay, they're really serious about it. They really want to get started. But if they're like, oh, yeah, maybe, then they're just using money as an excuse and they're not really interested in getting started. But if they're interested in getting starting, I'll say, okay, awesome. So when do you think you'd be able to get started? Would it take a few weeks for you to save up the money to get started? Should I check back maybe in the middle of August, or would September be better? I like either or. Like, would August be better or should I check back in September? Would a few weeks be better? Um, so I always ask those things. And like if I'm trying to show them that the packages are worth the value, I always tell them the packages are basically the products that you want to get anyways, because you want to have a personal experience with the products for you to be able to tell people about them and share your story with them. So you're literally just paying for the products that you need to have a personal experience with anyways. You're just choosing which package based on what products you want to have an experience with. So is it the silver package or is it the gold package? Do you want to try the nourish and the zest? Oh, we should get gold. Do you want to try the CBD and the collagen and all of the other things? You need to get the gold package. So it's really is asking them like, what products do you really want to start and try? And then obviously this is the package that you're going to get because you want to have the experience with those products. So I know sometimes when we get to the packages, I know you probably are like, oh, I'm scared to send and tell them how much it costs, but don't be scared. This is definitely a business investment, but I believe it's totally worth it. I regret not getting platinum when I joined. I got 2 golds. Um, all right, some other questions that you guys might have. You can type them in the chat or unmute yourself. All right. I know I did a lot of talking tonight. There's a lot that encompasses this, but what I want to say, like I said in the beginning, the few reasons why I feel like people struggle with this are those reasons that I listed in the very, very beginning, is I find that a lot of people, they just stop having conversations. They stop reaching out. They post and pray and hope that someone will reach out to them or show interest. And they don't pop the question and ask people if they have thought about it or if they would be open to looking at it. Or they give up too quickly on the conversation with the first objection that they get when the person would potentially be interested in joining them. They just needed a little bit more information. I always feel like if someone isn't ready to join, a new kind of thought process I have is that I haven't given them enough information for them to feel like they can trust that they can do this. And so I always think that they just need more information to believe that they can do this. And it's my job to continue giving them that information. So that's why I love live calls, because I feel like that gives them all of the belief and the information they need to get started. And then the other thing is to talk about what you do. Like, go in your story and tell people about the Jeep bonus. Tell them about the 10 and 3 bonus. Tell them about the trips. Tell them about all the stuff. You guys know I talk about everything and it's rinse and repeat. If you feel like you've talked about it before and that was like 2 months ago, people have forgotten, talk about it again. Okay. It's literally just rinse and repeat. And if you feel like you don't have success to share, share the success of our team. Talk about how your team is growing and there's momentum with that. And just so much belief. It really comes from confidence and just practice. Utilize your leaders, Allie, myself, anyone else on our team. Like, we're willing to get in those 3-way chats and help you. It really is just having those conversations. All right, so we're good. Anyone have a question? Go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify. Do you put them in a 3-way chat before, or do you send the comp plan and like ask them if they want to see the comp plan and ask about the packages before the 3-way chat, right? Or do you do it in the 3-way? You
So
put them in
what
the three-way first.
That's a very good question. So every person is going to be different. Every person on our team that might have that question. I would suggest you start the three-way chat to the point where you start to be unsure of yourself. Okay. So obviously you're going to do you want them to see the video, whatever video you're sending them, whether it's from the app or from the testimony group. They need to watch the video, and then you need to ask them what they liked best and have that conversation there of what they loved. And then if you are at the point where you're like, I really don't know what else to say here, and you're unsure, that's when you need the three-way chat. So some people feel confident where, okay, I'm confident, I'm in leading the conversation. Hey, let's talk about the join packages. Hey, let's talk about how we get paid. They feel confident. Get to the point where you're like, I really don't know where else to lead this or how else to close this, then three-way. A lot of people, it's going to be right after the video.
Okay.
Does that help
Thank
kind of
you.
clarify
Yeah.
it? Because
Yes.
every person's going to be different.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Of course. Yes. And definitely start those three-way chats, letting the person know that you what they've watched. Like, Bethany, this person watched the video, they like this, the XYZ. And then even sending a private message to Allie or myself or whoever and saying, hey, this girl, this is how I know her, or she's tried the products, or giving us a little bit of backstory or information so that we're able to do even better with the conversation at hand, if that makes sense. So awesome, you guys did great. I know I did a lot of talking. Wasn't that a pretty cool presentation? I did it 5 minutes. Once the conversation starts to stall, I like to say something like, I know it's important for you to know who you'd be working with and the support system you'd have here. I'm going to introduce you to my mentor, Bethany. So I love that. That's really good. So what she just said is so good. I know it's important for you to know who you'd be working with and the support system you'd have here. I'm going to introduce you to my mentor, Allie, Bethany, Jennifer, Jessica, whoever. Love that. Good job, Allie. That's really good wording. We need to add that to the boards as well. I'm going to copy it so I can add it easily. All right, you guys. Beautiful job. Please, I'll post the recording, but if there's someone on your team that really wants to get better at this, make sure that they watch this. Send this to them personally. Say, hey, I thought of you. I know you wanted to build your team. Here's this video. I think this would really help. Okay. All right, you guys. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for hopping on. Love ya.